shocked.
Oh, nice. Good take.
Demi and Work, if you guys want an ISO, call for it. We'll clear out.
Oh, got you. Thank you.
You see the smile on Watch Me Work's face?
Yeah, Work, you're too quiet, man. Let's go.
You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, you will be surprised at how many arguments I've had with people just because I asked for a little space.
I got right side.
I'm coming in. Nope. Oh, he threw the lob. Good play.
Oh, I'm trying to pass it. No.
Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. This is Brian Anderson, joined by Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson. Allie LaForce will be our reporter from the sidelines. Hey, Allie.
Well, last season, DeMar DeRozan set the all-time record for consecutive games with over 35 points and above 50% field goal shooting, surpassing the great Wilt Chamberlain. DeMar said, quote, "As a fan of the history of the game, to have the privilege of these opportunities, it's something I never take for granted." Brian?
Oh, incredible. Thanks, Allie. And looking at both of these teams, Richard, both great passing squads, two of the better assist teams in the NBA.
This is how basketball was intended to be played. A team offense, making the extra pass, moving the ball. This is the type of basketball that basketball people love to watch.
Yeah, it's a beautiful brand of ball, for sure. Just a joy to watch. And a look at the starters for the Bulls. Ball is out there with Alex Caruso. Then there's Zach LaVine. Then it's DeMar DeRozan. And it's Vucevic in at the center position. And for the Nets, Johnson is out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. Then there's Seth Curry. Then it's Nicholas Claxton. And it's Bridges in at the 2. Here's Claxton. Right side Curry. The 3-ball. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Coming off that win against the Sixers.
Talk about strong offensive production. They went out, played to their strengths, and were successful as a result.
And no team is going to shoot 50% every night, but this team has the right approach. When the shots are falling, they can light it up.
Getting points inside is no problem for Vucevic. He consistently finds these openings.
For 3, Bridges. The offensive rebound. Second chance effort. Outside Finney-Smith. Pass to Bridges. 4-3. And again, it's the Nets missing. Chicago with the ball. Ball's doubled. And here is DeRozan. Here's Vucevic. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. That's on Mikal Bridges.
What I love about Vucevic is he's aggressive looking for his shot, which draws the defense's attention.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
It's always nice to see a big fella be able to knock down some free throws and make teams pay from the line.
Well, for the first time in 6 seasons, the Bulls had a winning record last year, RJ.
Credit their front office making moves to win now, trading for Vooch, signing DeMar DeRozan. I wish more teams would take that approach.
Now here's LaVine. In the game against Philadelphia, very impressive. Here's DeRozan. And again, Chicago, no good.
Most nights this shot would have been his, but the defender gave him just enough trouble.
And Claxton gets the bucket.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now here's LaVine. The Bulls with another miss.
Just 1 for 5. Not the start they were looking for. Obviously, there's still plenty of time to get on track.
Outside Finney-Smith. From deep, Johnson. DeRozan with the rebound. The Bulls have gone 1 of 5 to start things off. Caruso finds LaVine. And LaVine throws it down.
Nah, I don't know where you've been, but everybody else knows that Zach LaVine, this man is an aerial artist. He makes the hardest dunks look so easy.
The 3 from Ball. That one no good. And Brooklyn going the other way now. Fresh off a win against the Pacers.
They were lights out from beyond the arc, and they spaced the floor beautifully in that one.
Tough to keep the consistency from deep, but they did it last time.
And that one drops.
Amongst the best decision makers in the league, Lonzo with the right decision there.
Timeout called. Brooklyn.
And a different kind of score. DeRozan attempted 741 mid-range jumpers last year, almost 300 more than anyone else.
Brooklyn trailing. And here's Curry for three. Caruso grabs the board for Chicago. They've gone 3 of 8 so far. DeRozan with the ball. And Bridges picks him up defensively. Back to DeRozan. And the dunk by DeRozan.
And people forget that DeMar DeRozan has competed in multiple dunk contests. This man has elite balance.
And Grant DeRozan, high volume from the mid-range and extremely accurate.
You know, B.A., he consistently makes about half those shots. And defensively, you know that's his favorite area. But his ball handling and vertical negate anything you throw at him. He's giving his all, but you can't force yourself back on track.
Back to Claxton. And here's Curry for three. That won't go either for Curry.
You know, some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. But we're still in the stage of the season where new teammates might not be in sync, RJ. How long do you think it takes for a team to gel?
Well, it depends on the amount of turnover. If you're talking about adding 1 or 2 different guys, that's something, versus adding 5 or 6. After training camp and preseason, teammates have a better chance to kind of figure things out, and they should be on the same page by now.
And so Vucevic nails both of them.
You love a big man like Vucevic. Puts in the effort to keep improving. For example, look at what he's done with his perimeter shooting.
And Simmons gets it to go.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
And the jam by Drummond.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
And here's Harris outside. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Outside White. The three is up. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Pass to Thomas. Back to Sumner. Here's Thomas. From deep, Johnson. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Pass to Sumner. White with the steal.
Next foul, Edmund Sumner. First personal foul. Third team foul.
.56 seconds left to play in the first. Here's White. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Here's Thomas. The three-pointer off the mark.
All ready, +5 in terms of rebound margin.
Outside White. Pass to Drummond. Now here's Williams. Clock is at 3. Here's Levine for 3. Here's Vucevic. The rebound by Ben Simmons. Johnson against Williams. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Woo! BA, that's lit.
Ferocious all the way. Man, that was good. Here's Levine.
I mean, one of the best, most versatile defenders in the league. Simmons locking his man up.
And so it's Chicago, closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. They've done well.
And your next U16.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Chicago. Chicago leading. Well, Grant, one thing Levine has done since entering the league, he's taken his strength training very seriously.
No question. I mean, he can play a much more physical brand of ball now. We even see him post up with his back to the basket, converting through contact. It's just part of his overall evolution.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Bulls. They've got DeMar DeRozan. Alex Caruso is out there with Lonzo Ball. Then it's Javonte Green, and it's Drummond in at center. The 3 from Curry hits the trifecta. Curry's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
DeRozan. That shot missing. And Brooklyn going the other way now. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Chicago.
You beat them up pretty bad last season, despite being pretty close in the standings. It was a rough start for them scoring the ball, but they look like now they're really finding their rhythm and flow.
Pass to Caruso. Here's the 3. Brooklyn with the board. After this game, they can look forward to Washington, where they'll match up against the Wizards. That's the first of a 3-game trip out on the road for them. Simmons, no good. The Bulls have got none of their first 3 shots to fall so far in the second. Here's Ball, plenty of space. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim. Ball's gotten his first bucket of the night.
Nice quick trigger from Ball right there. Good at sizing up the defense and knowing when to shoot off the pass.
That is a perfect placement of that dime. Just guided it right to him.
To the inside. And the dunk by DeRozan.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. And here's Curry for 3. And the Nets, another 3.
That scoreless first quarter, that might have woke him up, and he's turned it on here in the second.
Ball outside. Pass to Drummond. Now Caruso. Throws it up high. And the jam by Drummond.
Showing off some mobility there. When Drummond rolls like this, he's hard to stop in pick and roll.
Timeout called. Brooklyn. And RJ, you had 4 finals appearances in your career. You've seen what it takes to win, man. So how important is depth when you're chasing a championship?
Depth is so important. I'll tell you a quick story. When we lost to the San Antonio Spurs and Steve Kerr had the most random impact. He came in the game, hit 1 or 2 threes. We couldn't double team Tim Duncan after that. Then Tim Duncan went on to have like a 40, 20, whatever game because we couldn't stop him. And so I learned that the role players will have such key moments, and that's why I was so focused in 2016 because I remember what Steve Kerr did to us.
It's Bridges on the wing. Simmons with it. Picked up by DeRozan. Pass to Claxton. Second shot opportunity. That one goes in. Simmons has got 8 points. And here are the Bulls now. They've led by as much as 10. Caruso outside. And here's Drummond. Ball outside. There's the 3. Offensive rebound. Goes back up. And Drummond with the lay-in. Drummond's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
This is the exact energy you like to see from Drummond. He can be a monster on the offensive glass.
From deep, here's Simmons. And it's Chicago with a board. Pass to DeRozan. And again, it's Chicago.
His efficiency has been a big factor in helping them capture this lead.
Finney-Smith with it. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Terrific playmaking from Simmons, getting the ball into his hands off a wide-open shooter.
For Chicago, they've gotten 6 of 10 shots to drop in the second. Nice work. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. Some changes for Brooklyn. Johnson, he's checked in for Simmons. Thomas comes in for Finney-Smith. And Sumner subbed in for Curry. So Chicago going with an almost entire new group here. Vucevic, he's checked in for Drummond. Williams comes in for Green. Zach LaVine, he's checked in for Caruso. And it's White in for Ball. And there's the foul. It'll go on DeMar DeRozan. That's his first foul of the game. For Brooklyn, they've gotten 7 of 10 attempts to drop in the second quarter. Here's Thomas. He's covered by LaVine. Over to the wing. From deep, Johnson. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 7 rebounds in the game. On the wing, LaVine. Outside, Williams. Got a piece of it. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Thomas. He can't get that one to fall. And the Bulls going the other way now.
Thomas. First personal foul. First team foul.
Chicago has gone 0 for 4 from beyond the arc here in the second quarter. Here's DeRozan. And again, Chicago, no good.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
Pass to Sumner. It's Bridges on the wing. Fires the three. And the three-pointer goes. Bridges has gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. 11 feet out. And the jumper is good.
Time and time again, they're creating good looks from close range.
Here's Sumner. He's guarded by White. Misses from close range. And the Bulls shooting a solid 47%. They get it again. DeRozan. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Known as a mid-range master with incredible footwork, DeRozan in this game has continued to age like a fine wine.
He hits the second from the line. For Brooklyn, they've gotten 8 of 14 shots to drop so far in the second. The kick out to Johnson. The three. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Vucevic has got rebound number 8 now. White, good. White's got 7 points.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Pass to Johnson. Here's Thomas. And it's off from three-point range. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Bulls.
The Bulls. 36.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. Chicago holding the upper hand after the first 2 quarters. They lead by 5. Kenny, what's your viewpoint?
They came out as the more physical team tonight. You could tell they put an emphasis on winning the battle of the boards. All of these bodies crashing in glass is giving them a physical and a middle edge.
And over to Shaq. What do you think about Brooklyn?
I'd like to see them get to the line more, but to do that, you got to be aggressive. Force the action, drive the lane, make the defense react to what you're doing.
That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
Time to make some noise for your...
We've got second half action for you. And if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Boy, you have to like what we're seeing from DeMar DeRozan.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
Nicholas Claxton out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. Then it's Mikal Bridges. Then there's Seth Curry. And it's Johnson in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
And in Chicago, there are still feelings about what could have been last year. That team was rolling with Lonzo Ball at the point. But once they lost him, things definitely changed.
Here's DeRozan. Yes, sir. And it's Ball with the assist that time. Ball's got 5 assists in the game. And here's Curry for 3. It's hauled in by the Bulls. They've led by as much as 10. Yeah, Ball hurt his left knee. Initially, they thought they might get him back before the playoff scramble.
Yeah, and unfortunately, B.A., that was not the case. And when he's not out there, the ball movement isn't the same. You also lose that size in the backcourt. And, of course, he was shooting 42% from 3. Coaches loathe empty possessions. You got to be able to hit the easy ones.
And DeRozan has done an amazing job improving his playmaking skills, including finding his open teammates.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
And that one good. Claxton's got 4 points this quarter.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the field.
Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over. RJ, you were in the middle of a few trades in your career, to put it lightly. What's that like as a player to get moved around so much?
Thanks for bringing that up so sweetly, Brian. I appreciate that. Look, there's pros and cons to this. It's nice to know that another organization wants you for whatever reason, but it's also tough to leave an organization that you had a connection to, the fan base. But eventually you figure it out. Nothing just seems to be bouncing his way today. Mama said there'd be days like this. They have missed his production.
I have to admit, I mean, it's always a tough decision for the ref on the block charge call.
Brooklyn making some changes. Harris comes in for Bridges, and Ben Simmons subbed in for Curry. And a change for the Bulls. Green's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. Pass to Vucevic. There's Ball with a 3. Claxton with a rebound. Claxton's got 4 rebounds now. Inside. Uses the glass on the layup. Claxton's got 8 points.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
And we just had to see that mobile one drive one more time. Great stuff.
You're trying to close that gap. It's going to hinge on plays like this one, creating high percentage looks right inside.
And they get it back. Caruso against Harris. Green, the pass to Ball. And again, Chicago, no good. Brooklyn has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. To the wing, right side. Outside, Finney-Smith. Ball against Harris. Pure from three-point range. And now it's just a 4-point Chicago lead.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Ball. Rebounded by Johnson.
And let's be honest, they're winning in spite of his atrocious shooting performance.
Launches a 3. Here's Claxton. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
That one's off. Thomas, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Sumner comes in for Johnson. Good on the second one. For Chicago, they've gone 4 of 9 in the third quarter. Outside, Green. Levine finds Drummond. And the foul on Ben Simmons. That's his first foul of the game.
Team second.
A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. White, the pass to Green. Now Levine. Elbow shot on the way. Denied. Here's Thomas. He's covered by Levine. Thomas misses.
Nets foul. Cameron Thomas.
Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over.
On the offensive end, Zach LaVine plays with just such confidence. He knows that the team counts on him for production, so he goes out and he gets it.
Round of applause for your next youth dance team. Once again, the
Chicago leading. White, the pass to Drummond. Outside, Williams. Green with the ball. Outside, Levine. The Bulls with another miss. Now, Levine is certainly one of the more prolific scorers, Richard.
Yeah, his shooting has put him in the top 20 scorers in this league in back-to-back seasons. With more on the way, I'm pretty sure. He makes it just look so easy, just effortless sometimes. It's just like he's doing his job.
White, good.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Pass to Thomas. Here's Claxton. Tipped away. Here's Thomas. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Harris's shot is good.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
White, the pass to Williams. On the wing, Green. Banked it in off the glass. And the Bulls lead by 4.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, you can give up some size, but that shows you how fearless he is, willing to attack the basket no matter who is in front of him.
And the Nets making a change here. Bridges is checked in. DeRozan is checked in for Chicago. Ball comes in for White. Bridges, right side. Beyond the arc. Doesn't go for him. Now Chicago takes it the other way.
You wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the glass.
Levine, that one's good.
Credit to Levine. Not an easy hoop, but total focus on his shot helped out.
Showing off the hook shot. Simmons has got 10 points in the game.
So few players still use the hook shot, but it's a tremendous weapon when done right.
Ball passes to Williams. Back to Ball. The three from DeRozan. Here's Drummond. And Drummond with the jam.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
Offensive rebounding is about hustle and determination. Huge putback, making a statement there.
And that bucket from beyond the arc puts them within reach. He's really been putting that shot to work.
And I bet he's thinking that he can close the gap completely if he can keep those threes coming.
For Brooklyn, they've gotten 7 of 14 attempts to fall in the half. This for the tie. On target from range. He's got 15.
They've really picked up the energy level and have willed themselves back into this game.
And as tired as they might be after fighting to tie it up, they have all the momentum now to finish this comeback.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
The Bulls, 54.
And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Just a selfless decision from your two-guard, showing his ability to get his teammates good looks.
We talk a lot about playing for one another. Right there with the pass, he's demonstrated what it means to do exactly this.
You know what that means.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. On the court for the Bulls, getting the 4th quarter going. DeMar DeRozan is out there with Zach LaVine. Then there's Nikola Vucevic. Then it's Alex Caruso. And it's Ball in at the 1 spot.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
And no lack of aggression on that move. Good for the 2K drive.
Whoa, a drive like that is the kind of play that can shift the entire outcome of a close game like this one.
And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And now it's time to take another view of that huge swat.
Oh my, and that was textbook defense, positioning himself well to send it back.
And the Nets with possession here. Caruso outside. Pass to Vucevic. Ben Simmons grabs the board. Simmons has got 4 rebounds in the game. And here's Curry for 3. Nets keep it alive. Harris's shot is good.
Stayed with it, and his effort is rewarded with the second chance bucket.
The Bulls shooting 47% on this one. Looking efficient. Ball passes to Levine. Back to Ball. Caruso outside. And here's the fast break. Here's Simmons. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's going to belong to Nikola Vucevic.
Well, Simmons' size and strength make him a tough cover inside. The defense gets sloppy, and of course they foul him.
Finney-Smith checked in for Brooklyn. Well, thinking about the Aussie Ben Simmons, such an impressive defender, Richard.
Honestly, he's a defensive player of the year caliber player every year, mainly due to his ability to guard any position. This is the type of versatility that isn't seen very often.
And it's Ball off the drive, and he gets it to go. And now it's a 6-point Chicago lead.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
And that one's good. Simmons.
Just about 7 feet. Simmons is a different kind of player. He's got point guard handles.
And Seth Curry is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. Brooklyn making some changes. Claxton, he's checked in for Simmons. And it's Bridges in for Harris. Pass to Levine. Brooklyn with the board. Claxton's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
It hasn't been his best game, but his team is still doing just enough to be up.
Outside Johnson. Launches it. And it's Chicago with the board. DeRozan's got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's Caruso. Back to DeRozan. Over Finney-Smith. And again, no good by Chicago. The Nets have gotten only 2 of 6 attempts to drop in the 4th. Pass to Bridges. Shoots over Levine. And they'll get another chance. Claxton, count that one. He's now 5 for 8.
Shooting a great clip in the second half. He made some nice adjustments in the locker room.
Caruso outside. Now here's Vucevic. Levine passes to DeRozan over Finney-Smith. And it's out of bounds. Still Chicago's ball.
Bulls ball.
Corner shot. Ball no good. For Brooklyn, they've gotten 3 of 8 shot attempts to find the net here in the 4th quarter. Here's Claxton. The shot is good, and this game is back to even. Claxton's got 11 in the second half.
All of a sudden, he's balling. Halftime adjustments successful so far.
Ball against Curry. DeRozan outside. Shot clock at 6. Goes up from the top of the key, and good as it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
I-C-E, ice. He has absolute ice in his veins. This guy, he lives for these moments. Levine is taking upon himself to be the man in crucial moments. He's that kind of clutch player.
Curry passes to Bridges. And a miss there on the triple.
That is not the shot they needed there. You gotta work it around and get a better look.
Caruso misses. Brooklyn's got nothing to fall from outside the arc here in the 4th. 0 for 4. From deep, Johnson drops in the 3.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
They allowed him to establish deep position. You just can't do that.
And they need better team defense. How about your man in the post? It takes multiple guys to stop him.
And Claxton gets the bucket.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for it.
And it's Dorian Finney-Smith with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. The Bulls making a switch here. Drummond's checked in. And the Bulls call time here. They're leading by 1. A minute 15 left in the fourth quarter here. And now let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, DeMar DeRozan.
And he's really had a tremendous night from the field. Shooting at a clip over 50%. I'll tell you what, that's the kind of efficiency that makes a coach rest well at night.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Billy Donovan was saying to the team. This is anyone's game. So he told them, stay aggressive, stay hungry. We can't afford to let up on the energy out there. He's hoping they'll finish with a flurry. Guys?
Appreciate the report, Allie.
Yes! Talk about stepping up in a big way.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
Here's Curry. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Second personal foul.
Yeah, and you have to try to make something happen. I mean, they have to be aggressive at this point, even if it's risking a foul.
Vucevic, he's checked in for Chicago. And he misses the second one as well, so 0 for 2 that time. And here's Caruso outside. Rebound Brooklyn. Important possession here.
Yeah, we'll see how they execute under pressure.
And he buries it. There's 31 seconds left in the final quarter. Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over. They trail by 1. And we've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Now heading onto the floor, your Brooklyn Nets. Make some noise, everyone.
From the inbound, he connects.
The veteran leader of this squad, DeMar DeRozan, showing the kids how it's done down the stretch.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Bridges finds Johnson, puts up a 3. Oh, the trifecta!
That's an important bucket. Now they have to guard the perimeter tight. No threes at all.
Now here's DeRozan. Pass to Vucevic. To force OT. And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. That was an incredible night of hoops. A tremendous finish. They waited until the very last moment to seal it.
And so many times we see these close games won by the home team.
And that about wraps it up. This is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching. We'll see you next time.